What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mike Thomas's Garage. We're out here this evening. Just got done doing some painting on the newer end that we got. So I just want to give you guys an update on that and kind of give you guys also an update on the frame on the back of the truck and the suspension that we are going with. So my plan was going with a 4-link setup on the rear of the truck. I found the kit, found the suspension parts, and ordered the rear end, and was getting ready to order the 4-link setup for it. And I found the company. I reached out to them because I couldn't get it ordered online. So I kind of thought that was a little weird and all that. So called the company, reached out to them, gave them the part number, the SKU number that was on their website for that suspension. They pulled it up like, yeah, we don't have it, and they don't know when. They don't know when they're going to have it back, and they don't know if they're going to be able to rebuild it or whatever for it. So, because that would have been a perfect kit for the 9-inch rear end that we ordered. So we went with a Ford 9-inch rear end for the truck. So because I wanted to get rid of the 10 bolt and just get rid of that and upgrade it to more beefier rear end and more reliable and durability for the rear end and stuff. So and there's some other kits out there like the Beltec and the Rytec suspension, coilover suspension for the rear. The only problem is the wishbone, I believe, for both of those kits is for a 10 bolt rear end. Didn't look like none of them was going to work for a Ford 9-inch rear end. So that kind of stopped that deal there. So we went back with the leaf spring setup. Ordered leaf springs to put back in here. The only thing is, when I ordered the leaf springs, I thought I was ordering 2, and I made a mistake and ordered the 1 instead of the 2. So I got to go back on and reorder the other leaf spring for the other side and do all that. So my fault, my mistake, but I'll get it fixed, get the new one here and all that stuff. So we did get the new leaf spring here, so I was able to and I took one of the old ones to set up, so this way I can set up the rear suspension, the rear end, and just see what it looked like in here. It actually looks really good. It looks like it's going to fit perfectly and stuff in here with the shock location, and so everything was going to work perfectly for putting a 9-inch in here and all that. So that's where we're at. See what else. So yep. So then also got new U-bolts coming in, U-bolts and nuts coming for it, because I have a couple U-bolts that stripped. So we're gonna go ahead and just put new on it, so that way I know it's fresh, it's good to go, and all that. So I'm gonna show you where we're at with the truck, and the whole back frame is all painted, primed and painted. So is the rear end. So we're gonna show you that and the hardware. So here is the back of the truck. It's all painted. This is the new leaf spring for this side. That's the old one over there. I still have the old shocks in here and there. Don't mind the bolts. I will be changing those, putting brand new bolts in it and stuff. And I will be changing put new shocks and stuff on it and all that. And then that's the old U-bolts. And then there's the nuts and washers. That's not going to be used anymore. So the only thing that's going to be used out of this deal is that plate there, this plate, and this one, this clamp right here. So I just got to clean these up now, clean these 3 pieces up on both sides, and we will get it painted. We'll get them cleaned up, primed and painted for both sides. So I'm going to try to have those done by the end of the week. So that way, hopefully once I get the new leaf spring in, then we can get the rear end set up in there and go from there. So that's pretty much everything for back here. Here's the new rear end. It's a 9-inch rear end. So, like I said, this is the 9-inch. This is the 10-bolt. It's got the drum brakes, and we will be able to put disc brakes. So we'll be able to go from that mess to a disc brake conversion kit and everything. So there's the pad for the leaf spring for that. So there's that. Oh, excuse me, if I can talk tonight. So there's this pad for the leaf spring. And then there's the one on the old one. And then there is that one. And then that's the other one. There's the shock tower, or that's the shock bracket there. And then that's the other shock tower. That's shock bracket there. That one there. And that one there. So it all fits. It all works. Shocks are in the stock location and everything. And all that. So the only thing that this 9-inch did not come with was a center section. So I'm kind of figuring on some center sections to put in there for gear ratio. So I'm still planning on that. This rear end also did come with axles. So let me show you the axles that it came with and kind of explain that a little bit. So here's the axles. Here's the one axle right there. Other axles still sitting in here in the box. So those are 31 spline axles, and those are also 5 on 4.5 bolt pattern. And these on this one is 5 on 5 bolt pattern. So those axles will not work for the wheels that I have, which kind of suck, but hang on. We are going to be putting 35 spline axles in the truck. So we're going to upgrade the axles, and we're going to put 35 splines in it. And we're going to put, and when we do the axles, I'm also going to make sure that they are for 5 on 5 bolt pattern, because these are the wheels that we have on the truck. So, yeah, I test fitted that. I set that axle up on the bolt pattern for the wheels and was not even close. So, kind of sucks, but oh well. Just make sure if you ever order this rear end and everything, verify your bolt pattern that you have on your truck, that it's 5 on 4.5 or 5 on 4 3/4, because that is what I measured on those axles, and they are not going to work for my wheels. So the other rear end, that the 10-bolt rear end I took out of, those are 5 on 5. So that's why those wheels fit perfectly on that rear end and all that stuff. But like I said, we're going to change the axles, and we're going to up the axles to 35 spline axles, and for the center section. So no biggie. We'll get it taken care of. Luckily enough, we have a company here in Colorado that is called Mark Williams Axles, and I will be reaching out to them here at some point once we get close enough for that, and letting them know the axles, and get with them and discuss that with them. So like I said, we'll be going through them to get it, and we'll also be going through Willwood disc brakes to put on the rear end, and I probably will also be going through Mark Williams. I believe also Mark Williams do center sections and stuff too, the third members and stuff. So I'm also going to go through them and also get the third member and stuff from them for this and stuff. So that's the plan. So that's where we're at with the truck. That's all done. So now we can start going back together with suspension and all that back there. And we're getting close where I can get back on the bed, finish getting it cleaned up underneath, and do some cleaning up on that notching that I did, that for that bracing that I did for underneath the truck. So we'll get that cleaned up. So hopefully, I'm hoping after the first of the year we can get the bed put back on the truck and get it set back down. So that's kind of the plan. We'll start kind of tinkering with this. I'll probably be working on this for at least probably a few more months. So at least probably about 2 to 3 more months we'll be working on the truck, and then I will be taking a little bit of a break on it and stuff, because I also have another car, as you guys can see on my channel, that I also have a C5 Corvette that I'm going to be getting back in here here in the next 3 to 4 months. I believe that we are going to be getting that back out of storage, and it'll be coming home, and getting some things done on it, because I do have some Corvette meets and stuff to go to with it and all that stuff next year. So we'll be kind of bouncing back and forth with the OBS build and the Corvette. So once springtime starts getting around here and the time changes, so you'll be kind of seeing videos kind of bounce back and forth, but it's going to be the Corvette and the OBS videos that you'll see. So stay tuned and all that. You'll definitely see a lot of stuff and everything, because like I said, we do have some Corvette meets to go to with the Corvette and all that stuff, and some upgrades that we'll be doing with the Corvette that I'll be showing to you guys too as well. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends and all that stuff, and also jot down in the comments if you like what you're seeing and all that. So I really appreciate it. Just kind of a short little video tonight and all that. So hopefully the next video we'll be getting the rear end set in the truck and putting that back together. So there'll be 2 more videos on getting the 2 more videos probably after this, that you'll see with getting the rear suspension, the rear end put back in, get that all set up, and getting the bed situated and getting it set on. So there'll at least be 2 more videos and stuff after this. So again, thank you guys. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate everybody that's watching. Again, please like and subscribe. Drop something down in the comments if you like what you're seeing, and share with your friends and all that. Let's build the channel and all that. So it is currently late on a Monday night and all that. So again, thank you guys, and I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.